Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, and welcome to this! What is this? This is Alice Madness Returns for the PS3. Now, I've bought this game 3 fucking times. Allow me to explain. I initially bought it in-game, the retail package, the PC game, and I'm holding it in my hands. We're all mad here. Something's gone horribly wrong in Wonderland. Can Alice save her once beautiful refuge and herself from the madness that consumes them both? Ooh! Contains very strong language, twice very strong, and fantasy violence and gore. I hadn't read that this was a 15. That's interesting. Yeah, I bought it, and I was under the assumption that it came with the first game. So I thought, well, I'll play American McGee's Alice first, and Alice Madness Returns second, because, you know, I like to do that. I got home, installed it in Origin, realised it didn't come with American McGee's Alice for some reason, so I was like, shit. So instead of actually playing Madness Returns, because I was determined that I didn't want spoilers for the original game, and I figured, look, I'll wait. I'll wait it out and I'll find a way to play the original. And then I read online that you can do it with the Steam version of the game. So I thought, great. I bought the Steam version of the game when it went on sale. It was £3.50. I couldn't justify paying £15 for a game I already own. And it worked. And I actually did play a little bit of American McGee's Alice on my old channel. But I didn't carry on with that because when I got my new desktop, I lost the game. I can't get it on my desktop anymore, rendering the fact that I own it on Steam completely moot. Finally, fatally, I just threw my hands up in the air and said, fuck it! Or something very similar. And bought the game on the PlayStation Network because A, it went on sale, and B, it comes with American McGee's Alice for free as a download. Why can't you do something like that with the PC version of the game? Why can't you just make the original game downloadable content like they do on the PlayStation Store and Xbox Live Marketplace Arcade thing, whatever the fuck they're calling it this week? Ugh. In my irritation, I did give up before buying it on PSN, but after buying it on Steam, and beat Alice Madness Returns. So I'm playing this game on the PS3. I've beaten it on PC. Playing it on the PS3 as someone that has already beaten it. Isn't that interesting, kids? You probably said no. That's completely fair enough. I'm not going for 100% because, honestly, I'm not, like, mad. Hey, Madness Returns, Alice in Wonderland, oops. I'm just going to play the game, because I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I'll show you when we get into it. We will go on normal mode, because that makes sense. Adjust the gamma so that all 4 symbols are visible. Yeah, that one's pretty visible to me. Yep, we'll go with that. Invert? No, fuck that noise. So no doubt the first thing we'll partake in, well, I know the first thing we'll partake in, is plot! We earned our hallucinations and paid for them. Ooh, interesting. Anyway, yes, plot!
Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream. It's a memory. And it makes me sick.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Weightless. A cipher. Relax.
I'm in hell.
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. Go to Wonderland.
I can't. I'm trapped. My past.
Sergeant, this girl's badly hurt. Wait for a doctor.
No, Alice. Discard that delusion. Forget it. Go to Wonderland.
I'd rather not, Doctor. My Wonderland's shattered. It's dead to me.
Your preference doesn't signify, girl. Now, Alice, where are you?
I'm sailing with a friend. It's different somehow. Things have changed.
Change is good. It's the first link in the chain of forgetting.
What's happening? Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Rabbit,
That's not right. What's he doing?
is something wrong?
Something wrong?
Don't struggle, Alice. Let them
Corruption? It's killing me. Wonderland is destroyed. My mind is in ruins.
forget it, Alice. Block that dream. Wake to the sound. There, Alice. Better now, aren't we?
My head's exploded and there's a steam hammer in my chest.
Yes, well, the cost of forgetting is high.
My memories make me vomit. What can I...
Remember other things.
I want to forget. Who would choose to be alone, imprisoned by their broken memories?
I'll set you free, Alice. Memory is a curse more often than a blessing.
So you've said many times, and...
And I will say again, the past must be paid for. Now, before our next session, collect those pills from our high street chemist.
Very well, Doctor.
It's my turn to forget, Alice.
Now, Charlie, your pa was hung for killing your ma who beat you. Let's forget that, shall we? The past is dead, Charlie.
Yes. So you'll see that the art style is great in Victorian England. I think this is fucking swell. Genuinely, why has there not been like a whole game of this sort set in Victorian England? I don't know, but I friggin' love it, and I kind of wish there were. And, oh, there we go, we're in.
Ollie Pigeon Small.
We're bloomers.
See, look at him, he's so like, oh, it's a bit like, it's almost like some sort of twisted version of Wallace and Gromit or something.
Worse than your room?
It's so caricatured but brilliant, and also I do like that you can do first person. What are you looking at?
Can't find the door.
Fuck off, you twerp. Yeah, I think it's great. I think the cutscenes, I get why they're done like that, but I would have honestly preferred not. You know, I would have preferred them actually like in-game engine-esque. Here we go. First-person camera mode. Whoa, quirky.
Do you right? Still sick in the head?
I'm past a cure. Terminal condition.
Yes. So, one thing to know,
Wasted doctor's
if
time.
I deserve my bitter tears. Want some?
one thing to know if you're one of the people that cares, yes, the game looks worse on the PS3. It doesn't run any better though. You see, I found that the PC version of Madness Returns was quite poorly optimized, froze up like all the friggin' time, and was locked to 30 FPS. So don't be getting all smug and shit. Abandoned toys and worn out shoes have a past, and the people who use them too. My past was consumed by fuck, that was almost a good read. My past was consumed by fire. That is what happened. For those of you that don't know, if you were like me and played this, or watching me play this before the original game, yeah, her parents and family, she had a sister as well, you know. They all died in a fire. It's pretty crazy.
10 years in the loony bin. No, Ma, no relations. She's an orphan.
Well, you guys are just numbers, number 2 and number 9. Christ. I think you've got the codename Kids Next Door on here. Earn your keep. Now you're right, cheers. Woo. Yeah. These bits are my favourite bits of the game, as I've mentioned, because I'm hugely repetitive.
Asylum. Mad as a hatter without the charm. Killed the family who want her.
Fuck off, dude. Phew, wankers.
Another day, a different dream, perhaps.
Perhaps, but maybe not. Here we go. This is the interesting world that we live in, and I think it's ace. Look at this guy. Seriously, why do we not have more games set in a place like this? I do like Paganini, actually. He's pretty, he's pretty cool.
She ever work?
Fuck.
Where's her flat?
I
Too good for
just
company.
love
Don't get close.
this whole, like...
Who likes it then?
Alright.
Slap. Smite. Alright.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh, white cat. You know what that means. If you know what that means. If you don't, then you don't. And that's how that works. But, as I said, wish there were more games set in Victorian England. I'm quite interested in Assassin's Creed Syndicate because that is in Victorian England. But also, I'm wary because Ubisoft are fucking twat wankers. So, look at this! This person's face! There's so much scope here for character! Looking at these caricature-esque motherfuckers. This world is so well populated by people that look like they could be interesting characters. Why don't we do something with them?
Hello, Puss. Puss, 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 Puss. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid, but it's walking away anyway, so what better thing to do than follow a cat? Now let's talk.
Move along, Alice. I can run you in just for being off your nut.
Fuck off. You twat. Look at this shit. I want to know what their story is. So, yes, as you can probably tell, these are my favourite parts of the game. And this bit is also pretty good, and a bit similar to it, because... Oh,
Now, where has that cat gone?
it's not important. All living things die eventually. Still, a creature's remains are always poignant. Well, not always. Sometimes. Most of the time. Oh, hookers. And person with poor facial textures. Look at this! Just... We need more games.
Dog. No changing nappies. Better than being a dog's
Ah.
orphan. You can make someone happy.
Love this
Save the
game,
world.
seriously.
Millions of time.
I just...
Excuse me,
Well,
sir.
I love these parts of the game, honestly. The bits that are supposed to be the interesting bits, ironically enough, I find dull as shit.
Turning furry creatures into dogs
Spoiler
has
alert.
become a habit. I hope it's not a vice.
Indeed. Virtues and vices, my children. I learnt about them in philosophy. Yeah, because I took philosophy. Yeah, because I'm a poncy twat. Yeah. So indeed, this is the interesting part, allegedly.
My stars and garters, Alice Little. Slumming again, are we?
Nurse Witless. What luck. Twice in as many months.
Out on your own? You look frazzled, dearie. Not doing well?
Not really.
Come along home then and look at my pigeons. Pretty birds, like you.
I don't think so. Our last visit cost me several pounds and got me nowhere.
I might recall where your mangy rabbit got to. Still a mess. No surprise. Her kin roasted like chestnuts right before her eyes. 10 years in Rutledge Asylum wasted everyone's time. Dr. Bumby won't do better. Still hauling out her questions. The fire, her memory. I deserve consideration, don't I? Who found her her new clothes? Who got her a place at Bumby's? Where'd she be without me? On the street, selling her backside. Likes my pigeons, though. She's doled out the odd pound or two. I know it's worth more than that. Kept her secret, haven't I? Heard her say, "All died on my account, I couldn't save you." I've told her my silence is for sale. Keep. I'm a good sort, really. Not like her nanny, that uppity whore, or that lawyer fellow Radcliffe took her stupid rabbit. Need money. Warned her I'd tell the coppers if she didn't make a donation to my upkeep. She yells and goes off her head. Guess she can't remember her name, what I heard.
So we learn that she's exploiting a mentally ill person for money. Ain't she just swell? You'll learn most of the characters in this game are shitheads. Also, no, there's no also. They're just kind of shitheads. Simple as that. We will now converse more with her, and... Well, I don't want to end the part. I'll make this like a double-length part, or whatever. A coop is really just a cage, but the birds don't seem to mind. Yes. I'll make this sort of a double-part extravaganza, because I want to show you a little bit of Wonderland when we inevitably get there. Which we will get there, believe me. I'll do my best. Here we go. Let's talk to Nurse Witless.
Do you mean to harm me? To send me back to the asylum?
I won't say no. I've a thirst you could photograph.
Need a drink. More mouth needs water.
Pretty birds, like you.
No Wonderland.
Killed a
It's
family.
only a dream.
I fooled you. We're going to Wonderland now. See?
Very upsetting journey. But I'm rid of Pris, or whatever she's become. At least the place I've landed is somewhat familiar.
About time, too, Alice.
Blasted cat. Don't try to bully me. I'm very much on edge.
Perfect. When you're not on edge, you're taking up too much space.
You're no help at all.
But you know I can be.
I'll frighten myself. When necessary, thanks very much. I was hoping to escape from all that.
Abandon that hope. A new law reigns in this Wonderland, Alice. It's very rough justice all round. We're at risk here. You be on your guard.
Yeah, do that thing. Yeah, so this is Wonderland. This is, well, this is round about the point where the game slowly begins to drop off. No happy returns. Well, I don't know, man. I'll do my best. I mean, it's just polite to wish me any happy returns, you know what I'm saying? You see, the game thinks that these bits are more interesting. And to be honest, I would disagree. Especially when they just make you fight pretty much the same enemies over and over and over and over and over and over, in lieu of boss fights or interesting character developments or, you know, the subpar platforming that they also use a lot of. But enough about that. Let's recover a memory.
But that frog, Alice, I swear, you jump so well.
Well, I don't mean to brag or anything, but yes, I fucking do. This game has a quadruple jump. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. Unless you did, in which case, you know, good on you, mate. But boom, boom, boom. There you go. It's a quadruple jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't think, you know, you didn't think you'd need my help with fucking counting, but okay. So, boom, boom, and here we go. Ah, it was a thing, and it's gone now. That was weird. I'm sure that will be explained. I know if that will be explained or not, because I've beaten it.
If you leap from that table again, Alice, I'll expire.
You're 2 times too reckless, my girl.
Nah, mate. It's all about YOLO, innit? Living life on the edge. What you saying, blood? What you saying? Boing. Yes. So this is the main crux of the game, really.
Scalia, Alice, is merely a stinky toadstool. A spongy consistency, but poisonous.
But also not, because the main crux of the game is the subpar combat, not the average platforming. Do you see why I'm thinking this game's not as great as maybe I wish it were? I don't want to skip. I want you all to know.
Down this road before. Good things in small packages?
Though lacking a bathing costume, a plunge in that pool is in order.
My God, I'm shrinking in this potion. Shall I disappear?
Almost. But the upside is that while smaller, you can see things that are nearly invisible to your bigger self.
Ah, I get it, quite. Forests for the trees, just the other way round. Short-sighted is more than a matter of perspective.
Yes, it means we can venture into places like that, but I'm going to go back because there was a place like that backwards somewhere. I'm not sure where back is now. Back is up there. You can't reach it until New Game Plus, I suppose. I don't really know. I'm slightly lost, so we'll say fuck that shit because that's not important. Also, when you shrink, you will see platforms that are invisible if you are not shrunk, and you can see these things. Isn't that swell?
She's become all curled up. She's barely there. A vixen in her hidey hole.
Yes, that is definitely me to a T. Also, what? Let's proceed. Here we go. This is the bit we were supposed to go in. You see, I was right, and it wasn't New Game Plus, and I lied, and also that refills your health. But in what is unfortunately quite a constant thing with this game about wasting your fucking time, it'll increase your health 1/8 of a rose every second. So if you want to have full health and you've got like a 1 rose left out of like 8, you've got to stay in there for quite some time, and it's quite frustrating in how much time it wastes. So you know, that's great. Well done for that game design, boys and girls, obviously, because they were both involved in the production of this game. Spoiler alert. That's not the right way. I've gone the complete wrong... I have gone the right way. Ah, I thought I'd gone the wrong way and was heading back into the place that I'd already come. But according to the arrows on the floor, I am successful. Generally speaking. Not, like, really, though, because I'm a bit shit. There's a memory behind the rock. Ah!
I'll never have more fun alone than when I rode the big slide in Hyde Park. Papa will take you soon, Alice.
Is that a promise? We've done something! Ooh, the slides. Now, the slides are those things where you're like, why can't I jump when I'm on the slide? It's just a bit, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, they played Mario 64. And I prefer Mario's slides to these ones. But, hey, you know, it's good. It's variation. Difference in kind. Difference in scale. I watched extra credits. No. It's not too bad, to be fair. The actual sort of... Oh, words! The slides aren't horrific. It's a dead thing.
The vorpal blade is swift and keen and always ready for service.
I've not come back here looking for a fight.
Really? That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
The vorpal blade goes snicker snack. It leaves them dead, as seen in a previous poem. Yes, I don't know. I looked around quickly to see if I'd missed something. I haven't missed anything. I'm smart. The vorpal blade inflicts the swiftest damage to a single target at close range. Yes, it does. See? Look at how I am attacking. And look at the frame rate. Wasn't that swell? Snicker snack. Okay, yeah.
Fight or fight implies a permanent choice. Flight often just means putting off the fight to another day. Choose your battles wisely, Alice.
Indeed. There you go, you got 8 hearts. Woohoo. Well, roses, but you know, whatever. Are there any enemies to fight? No. But that thing disappeared. So we'll continue along our way and hope for an enemy to fight at some point. Here they are! Ooh. An insidious ruin. And let me tell you, if you think that character design is scary, you're kind of right, but also give it a little bit and you'll be fucking sick to death of seeing porcelain baby faces. Because believe me, fucking pretty much every fucking enemy in the game has those. The ones that don't are the more interesting ones. There's chapter 4 introduces card guards. I don't really think that's a spoiler. You know, that's great because we know card guards because they're from Alice in Wonderland and they're interesting and they're different. They're different to fight than things with fucking baby porcelain doll face things on.
A flower's purpose is simple and immutable. Human purpose is fickle because it is a slave to memory. Memories must be strictly managed, Alice. Unproductive ones must be eliminated.
Interesting. He has an interesting view of memory. You know, it has to be productive or it has not to exist. Has to not exist? Either one works, really, technically. Except not at all, I'm a fucking idiot. While jumping, hold X to float. Ooh, look at that. I just done a float. Ain't I good at video games, like? It's almost like I've played one before. That's proper nice, like, ain't it? Country bumpkin. Ain't never heard of that before. I'm sorry, that's crap. The bottles, yes. I'm actually not entirely sure what the bottles do. You may be wondering why I'm collecting teeth. The answer is simple. They make your weapons stronger. Because, you know, of course they fucking do. Why are you questioning this logic? It's Alice in Wonderland. There technically is no logic. Ahahaha. And again I say aha. So we will now converse with this person and get a new weapon.
Ah, it's you again, Alice. You may approach.
Why would I do that? You want to eat me?
Yes, well, you taught me manners, and I've lost my taste for mad women. Strictly a porcine diet for me. Everything's better with bacon, don't you agree? Of course you do. Now, there are pig snouts scattered about. I heard a few behind the house. Go fetch them for me. But take care for the pests that block your way. Pepper them up if they do. They need spice, and you're just the girl to season them for me. You'll find that grinder serviceable.
Why not season your own pig parts?
Matter of priorities. My alabaster skin needs protection from the disgusting creatures running amok amidst the environs. But one gets peckish. Look, all you have to do is listen for the oink, then shoot the snout. You may like the results. I certainly will.
If you shoot all the pig snouts, they lead you to bonus areas. I don't know what happens if you get them all in one level, because I've never done it. I've just obtained the Duchess's Piglet Edition Pepper Grinder. Spice up your foes and prepare savoury snouts. I will maybe consider doing that at some point, particularly in the next exciting mediocre Let's Play part of Let's Play Alice Madness Returns. If there is another part, as I said, the game honestly just kind of bores me, so actually I might not play anymore. Consider this a let's try and a conversation about Alice Madness Returns. It's a bit like a review, but absolutely nothing like a review. Bye!